Hi there, in Cape Town today. It's a fresh, crisp summer day. Just riding my bicycle on the prom between meetings, and I've been wanting to share my process of mourning with the passing of my dog, Superdawg. It was such a big part of my social media and my life. And funny thing is, last time I made a video, my dog was having a shit on the prom, which I did clean up for those people who are wondering. So my dog passed away about 12 days ago or so, and it's been devastating to say the least. My boy that I spend all my time with. And besides the sobbing and the sort of really getting to the depths of mourning him, I've learned a couple things about the process and about myself. And I thought I'd share them. Firstly, I want to say that it was the first time that I actually shared sorrow on social media. My divorce, my breakups, and that sort of thing, I never really shared on social media, so I couldn't really share them. And this was the first time that I shared sorrow, and the outpouring of love from friends and from just people that I maybe even hardly knew was just incredible. The heartfelt crying and letters and messages I got was just exceptional, and every single one of them really helped me, and I just wanted to say thank you for that. The thing I found with mourning is the first thing I did was I started building him a shrine. I went and got a lot of pictures printed. I kept his scarf, his blanket, and I made a shrine in my house for him and lit a candle, and just wanted to really feel to the depths of kind of losing him, and really hit the sorrow head on and didn't hold back, and really went into a deep sense of loss for the first 4 or 5 days of it. And then what happened is I started realizing the quality of the crying changed somewhat, and I realized that the quality of the crying moved from feeling bad that I'd lost my boy to feeling sorry for myself. And that was a clear line that I could have chosen to stay in. And I think a lot of people that do mourn the death of somebody or something or a dog or whatever the case may be, is there's a fine line between being sad for their loss and then feeling sorry for yourself. And as I started feeling sorry for myself, the energy of the crying started changing. And I immediately became aware of it, and I moved into celebrating him. I moved his shrine, I set it up in a different place around my house, and just kind of like ended the cycle for myself. So if you have mourned, and if you are mourning, be careful of that very subtle difference between saying goodbye and feeling sorry for yourself, and move as quickly as possible to celebrating that person. And then the last thing I learned about mourning is how all my friends are different in their way of celebrating. What's up, dude? My friends in the way they show their love through mourning. And some of my friends are very close to me hardly called me. And some of my friends that I don't really speak that often called me every day. And before, I would have gotten a little bit upset with my friends that I speak to all the time for not calling me. And I realized that we all have different love languages. The way we decide or can show up for our friends is always different, is depending on their way of showing how they care for sorrow, how they care for celebration. And so I also learned that friends aren't all equipped to dealing with me in my deep sorrow, and I was so okay with that. Their love language was different. Anyway, it's been a tough process, and I hope my pain and my sharing of my pain has helped somewhat, if at all. It's not a video I usually make around this topic. But yeah, anyway, thanks very much for watching. It's a beautiful day in Cape Town. See you later. Ciao.